What's up everyone, Yuma here again with another Moonlight Blade mobile video, and we're going to be covering the daily must-dos for this game. Now, it literally just says must-do over here, so you can press this and it'll tell you all the dailies. There's a nice guideline of what you should be doing. If you do miss anything, there is reward recovery, so if you don't do any of these for whatever reason, you can recover your rewards here. It costs silver to recover 70% of it, and it costs bound vouchers to retrieve all 100% of the rewards you missed for the day. Now, as you can see, you got your career dailies. So obviously you want to complete any career stuff, costing vigor. I do have a video on career overview, so definitely check it out in the guides playlist. But you can just do errantry if you want to quick run them. This is what I typically do just to get the daily done. I don't think you unlock errantry right away at launch. There's a certain level requirement to unlock errantry, which I don't recall because it's been so long, but you'll unlock it eventually. So clear any tails. You can just run random, but you should be running everything at launch anyways. Participate in random arena, very simple. Definitely do it. I know there's not a lot of people who love PvP and aren't PvPers. Again, this is a very PvP focused game at the beginning. Just run it. You're gonna face bots if you don't face people. Although you might face people because it's launch. There's going to be a lot of people wanting to do 1v1s. Definitely do it. Even if you don't like PvP, you want the EXP, right? So don't miss out on that. And just make sure to do the first victory reward. This kind of cycles every day. Sometimes it'll be on the 1v1, sometimes it'll be on the 5v5. I believe on the weekends it'll be on the Battle Royale. Always get this because it'll give you 500 battle tokens right away, and you're gonna get these swinging sword tokens as well. Swinging sword tokens can be used to get these heavy defense master pages. Oh, and another thing, for arena, the reason why you want to do it, you want to reach the weekly cap battle tokens of this week. You want to get to 1500 because eventually you're going to unlock Warforges. Warforges are only accessible through PvP tokens, and Warforge helps you upgrade your gear. He'll give you extra stats on top of your gear, and this is universal. If you switch out your gear, it's fine. This stays on you forever for that gear slot. So if I show it to you on this, you'll see Warforge on the chest slot, 110 dex and 2,669 HP. So you can see that Warforge gives you huge stats. It's a big prowess buff or power buff. So you definitely want to be making sure you cap this weekly because you're going to need it in the future. It's very expensive as you go down. You're going to need more and more, as you can tell. And you have to buy the Warforged ones first and equip all of these before you can go on to Warforged 2. Then you have to buy all the Warforged 2 to get the Warforged 3, etc. So you can't just skip all the way to here if you meet the level requirement. So there's no shortcut. You just gotta keep grinding and buy all of these. Aside from that, I would save your battle tokens for the Warforges. Don't buy any of this stuff if you really have to. Jianghu Notes are important in the future because you're going to have to start merging these old tokens, these tokens for higher grade tokens. So for title, I need Mark of Horizons 5, correct? But you can't get it anywhere else except for Auction House, which is a pay-to-win method. You have to pay yellow vouchers, the paid vouchers to get it. But if you want to get it free to play, you need where is it? Here. You need to merge these with Jianghu Notes, and you can get 4 a week. So it's important to get those ahead of time if possible. I definitely recommend getting the Jianghu Notes if it's available to you. So 4 week, get it right away. You're going to need a lot of these Jianghu Notes in the future just to upgrade your title, at least at my level. So you're going to need, I can't even see it here. On my other account, I'm at God of Cloud. For God of Mayhem, I need like 12 of these. So it's very, very important. So definitely max out your battle tokens. Don't worry too much about these mastery things. You'll get a lot of these mastery stones in the future, so don't waste your battle tokens on that. Same for tails. You want to clear out the tails. You can get 20,000 Chief Star tokens a week, and you always want to buy the Mastery Crude, the Hero Book. You're always going to run out of Hero Books. Always grab those. Your Exquisite Mastery pages, very important. Career Vigor Pel is optional. This is optional. You shouldn't be buying all of this unless you really need it. Then it's worth buying. And Epitaph boxes for free to play, very important. And that's all I would typically buy. I think at launch you're gonna need these things, so you can buy all of them. You should be able to buy all of them if you're capping out, if you're capping this out weekly. But in the future, you're not going to need the level 2 refined materials. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be useless, at least when you get to my level. So since it's launch, definitely just clear out the shop. I'd say for Chief Star tokens. This is based on tails. You can also buy your Power Stone here, but this is low priority. You can get these Power Stones eventually, so don't sweat too much on it. High heat tokens. This shop is your guild shop. Honestly, on my main account, because I haven't touched this account in a while, you're gonna be capped at 100,000 at all times. They don't have enough things to buy in the shop. Maybe Southeast Asia will be different, but you just clear out the shop, no problem. But yeah, I would typically buy the purple pages, the heroic book, epitaph gift boxes, the dark sky crude, and that's pretty much it. And career vigor pills if you need to. But in the future, I mean, at launch, you're probably gonna just want all of it. That's about it. Sweep. You can always sweep this. Raid and rewards. This is Challenge of Heaven Estate. You can access this at Challenge here, and you can go through all the floors. This is just a solo thing that you do with your partners, your NPC people that you recruit through the partner screen here. And a lot of people are wondering like how to do the partner stuff. I believe I have it under my prowess guide, but it's usually just always the orange people. You never ever use, or yellow people. That sounds racist. Legendary people. Hey guys, I'm also Asian, so don't flame me too hard. But yeah, if you don't have any all legendary, then just use the purple hero as well. But yeah, so do the must do for that, and then you want to do this prayer for the rain thing. It's just a daily kind of lottery system. You'll get like different rewards, and then if you do well, you can get some extra ingots through here. And then there's guild check-in. No point using your bound vouchers unless you're really dedicated to your guild. I wasted like 5,000 bound vouchers in my first guild for no reason. You'll do plenty fine with just doing the intermediate check-in. I think it's a waste to do bound vouchers. Whales like to do it. I did it, but it's a waste. You're gonna be capped up on these high heat tokens in the future, and the guild contribution is the same. Especially with your guild size. You guys will probably have more than 60. You'll probably have 90 player size than we do. So it's not worth doing the donate, the bound voucher donate. It really isn't worth it. So don't do it. I don't recommend it. And then the world quest, you just go into the world and you complete these quests. You kill the field boss, collect some herbs, sweep some snow. It's just like world chores. It's very quick. It's less than maybe 10 minutes just to complete this. I'm lazy. I never do it. I just kind of do reward recovery nowadays. But at launch, you guys should be very vigilant and diligent in doing this. Also, if you see that your EXP bar is still not completely like depleted, this should be all black. You can press more ways and use these experience speed up tokens. These are your last ditch effort to keep up with the EXP curve. You can purchase with bound vouchers. Never use your paid vouchers. Always use your bound vouchers, obviously. And that way you can get back all the XP that you missed. This should always be empty. You do not want this to be full. That means you're keeping up with the server, because you will have level locks too. I'm pretty sure. So once you reach level lock, everyone will be at the same level, same playing field, in that regards. So definitely that's the must do's that you should be following. Aside from that, definitely do your tails. Make sure you get your normal tails for the rewards. Eventually, you're gonna get crafting materials after level 61, and you definitely don't want to miss these because you need them to craft better gear in the crafting menu here, and that'll give you big prowess and power buffs. Random, never skip out on random. Super important. These rewards will scale over time and give you things that you need for other progression features, such as master forging. What master forging is in the future, I don't think you guys will unlock this right away. I think you'll get it maybe level 60, 70. Basically, once you get this to a certain level, you'll get enhanced effects. So your effects will look even cooler. So for beggars, we get like a tiger. Each piece of gear has affects a different scale. It just makes it more flashy and more badass. Only issue is that master forging for us in global is like very hard. Because you're gonna need something called exquisite furnace. I'm on the wrong account or wrong character, so you don't see it. And there's no real way to get it except for pay to win methods, which really sucks. Make sure to do your fellow quests. Work with your fellow. I always recommend this. I had it in my tips and tricks guide. Fellow gives you bound vouchers, and as a free-to-play, bound vouchers are your source of pretty much anything like class changing, gender changing, gifting people, renaming, dye boxes and stuff like that. There are two different types of dye boxes. I might cover that in a fashion video. Basically, Freedom Dye gives you the option to dye however you like, whereas Rich Color Dyes gives you less freedom, which makes sense because this is Freedom Dye Box. But yeah, that's pretty much it for those. Make sure you always press this bonus button. Always claim your rewards for activity. Your daily check-in is very important, especially if you want the 30-day gold plaque. It basically makes your name golden. If you miss a day, your name will go back to white. Not as more a cosmetic thing than anything. I stopped caring because I always miss this for some reason. I don't know why I always miss daily check-in. I just do. So hopefully you guys are better at that. I've been definitely not doing too well on that. So also, I like to, for free to play, you guys will probably get the Blessed Wealth. Silver will definitely become a big issue for whales. As you can see, I have so much silver. I'm hoarding on this account, but I don't really play this account much. But it's always important to at least do 10, in my opinion. Any more, it might be too expensive for free to play. Whales definitely need more gold because it costs a lot to elevate, which is another feature with your gear. So if you have any excess or extra refining materials, you can always upgrade. But as you can see, it costs a lot of silver just to upgrade. So this is a big silver dump. But this is lowest priority. Do check out my prowess guide. It'll tell you what you should be focusing on. Okay. Aside from that, it's a nice way to check out events. This is where you can put down your CD key. So if you have any codes, that's where you can put it. And there you can see the paid options, the pay to win options, pay real money to get cosmetics and other rewards here in the event section. So those are the must-dos. War pass, you're gonna have a battle pass most likely. Is it worth doing the war pass or buying the war pass? I would say so. It has a good amount of rewards. It's definitely going to help you in progression. So definitely check it out, and you get a free costume. What else? What other things must you do? Do not slack on your adventures. The adventures gives you different titles and cosmetics. So if you're a collector and you really want these like titles and icons, especially this one, where is it? What do I have? Snow Lotus. This is a very nice, pretty icon. If you want this, there's something called Icy River Adventure Quest, which I do have a video on how to complete it. I can't find it. This is what happens when you don't play for so long on this account. Icy River here. You need to complete adventure quests. There's 2 other adventure quest prerequisites and stuff like that. So it's very important. If you do see the origami on an NPC, but you can't trigger the quest, it's probably because there's prerequisites that you have to meet. But you can always trigger these adventure quests by just kind of following the clues. All of these have clues where to go or what to do. So you shouldn't get too lost on that. Oh, limited time event section. I don't know why I skipped over this, but you definitely want to check all the events that are happening. All of them definitely give rewards that are worthwhile. You always need guild contribution to level up guild skills, which is over here. You get guild stats, level them up. Very important. You always need the guild skill currency. You're always going to need it. Oh, that's also one of the other. That's also one of the other silver dumps, especially purple and yellow. They cost a lot of silver, so definitely something to keep in mind. And then the Jianghu kit. This just helps you increase your fondness with Nuan, but it's a nice guideline of what you should be doing. So I definitely recommend you trying to follow this Jianghu kit. For career, just make sure you're always using your vigor. Do not let your vigor cap. And again, just double check my career overview guide. As to what I recommend is the best careers to start with is going to be escort master and constable. You're going to need escort master and constable for your fellow quests. Fellow quests here. It'll tell you to do challenge tail, normal tails, 5 escorts, 5 bounties, floret, and challenge hard tails. Floret, you definitely want to do as well. Floret treasure, you gotta have 5 people. So this will give you these Jianghu escort flags, and you want to ensure you do the Jianghu escort flag. I believe you can do it 7 times a week. These are a nice way to do to get in mastery pages, which is right over here. It's a lot to take in. I'm sorry I'm going so fast. It's a lot to absorb, but you'll get mastery pages, which you can again use to level up your mastery. Do take note that everyone needs to have this flag in the party to actually start these escorts, and I think you get 1 or 2 weekly from just doing guild wars. But it's also just very handy to get them through the escorts. The reason why I also recommended escorts is because this is the only career that gives you ingots, and ingots is from the secret shop that I showed in the tips and tricks video. If anyone watches that, I don't think they patched it for Southeast Asia. If they did, that's great. But in global, this ingot shop is hidden, so you have to do some workarounds. You have to go to ways to obtain and then find the ingot shop that way. And the ingot shop, you want to buy pretty much all the Epitaph gift boxes if you're free to play. These refined materials are amazing. And then I would save for the forging elements or master forging, as well as the dark sky crews, just because you always need mastery points. You can use it for constellation visiting card if needed. Do check out my constellation overview guide regarding that. But yeah, you never have enough ingots. You can also always get more ingots by going to setting up shop, which I can't right now, but you can set up shop and sell your excess pages, like stuff you don't need anymore. You can sell it. Like all these roots of kung fu for different classes you can't use, so you might as well sell them for ingots and then get more ingots that way. I think that's all. I did talk a lot, so hopefully I didn't lose you guys halfway through, but I think that's all that I can think of right now. Hopefully this video helps, and I appreciate you guys, and have a lot of fun, yeah? Cheers.